I teach natural family planning, but I would really like to call it moral family planning because I think that's the most important element to consider when you plan your family, that whatever method you use, that it be moral. And a lot of people wonder, what is the difference between using natural family planning and using contraception? And I think that's a great question. Contraceptives, the word contraception means contra, against, ception, conception. So a contraceptive is anything that sterilizes the marital act. It could be, there's many different kinds. There's your barriers, your hormonal steroidal contraceptives, and withdrawal, sterilization, tubal ligation, vasectomy. The steroidal would be the pill, the patch, the shot, the in the ring, the implants. Barriers would be condoms, diaphragms. So anything at all that would sterilize that act and render it potentially infertile would be a contraceptive. And there are problems with the use of contraceptives. There are moral problems, there are relational problems, and there are also physical problems associated with the use of contraceptives. On the flip side, when a couple uses NFP, they recognize, okay, we're in our potentially fertile time right now. So if it is not a good time to have a baby, then they would abstain from the marital act, which is naturally and intrinsically procreative, until the fertile time passes. And so that procreative element always remains connected to the act. It doesn't get cut off through the use of contraception. And so that has a big impact on the couple in every way. And there are moral benefits to using NFP. There are relational benefits to using it, and physical benefits, obviously, because there are no any kind of drugs, devices that you use with NFP. It's just a matter of observing your naturally occurring signs and acting accordingly. And some people wonder, well, can I observe my signs? But I always like to say women have two periods. We have our red period, okay, and we have our white period. Nobody has any problem recognizing their red period. Every woman knows. No one needs to say to me, Casey, you're having your red period. I mean, I know. How do I know? It's obvious. Even if I got it once a year, I would know by what I see and what I feel. Well, in the same way, a woman can recognize her white period by what she sees and what she feels. She just needs to be taught the significance of it, what does it mean, and how to act around it. And once a couple has that information, they have a very powerful way of planning their family. Now, the difference between, I like the way Janet Smith describes the difference between the use of NFP and contraceptives in the video Contraception, Why Not? I think it's great. She compares, because some people wonder, if you have two couples, and they both want to, say, postpone pregnancy. One uses a contraceptive, one uses NFP. What's the difference? They have the same goal, they're doing the same thing. So how she describes it is that, yes, they may have the same goal, but the way they're achieving the goal is very different. And not only do our goals have moral significance, but the way we achieve our goals also has moral significance. And she gives this example. You have two men who want to earn a living, moral goal, versus somebody who wants to go kill someone. That is not a moral goal, obviously. So you have two men that want to earn a living. One goes and gets a job, okay? The other one robs a bank. So same goal, but they have achieved it in a very different way. And the way we achieve our goals has moral significance as well. So you have two couples who want to postpone pregnancy. One sterilizes that act, renders it infertile, and one recognizes that this act is intrinsically procreative and we are potentially fertile right now, and so we're going to abstain from that act until that fertile time passes, which is really only about 100 hours a month. So there's a huge difference, and we are really called to chastity inside of marriage. I didn't really know that. It's something that I learned about, and I'm really glad because it has made a huge difference in our marriage. Respecting the way our bodies are made, especially myself, my husband respecting the way my body's made, working with the rhythms of our cycle, recognizing that we have a combined fertility and the responsibility not falling on one of us or the other. You got to wear a condom, you've got to withdraw, you got to take the birth control pill or whatever. But both of us have to take responsibility and work together. And both of us have to make that sacrifice, and both of us have to make that decision. And it comes up every month because that fertile time comes up every month. And so it's something the couple has to discuss and then take action together. And so it really builds a closeness between the couple and a real respect for each other and your inherent dignity as a person with that fertility attached. And that's so important. I'm going to make another video about fertility and how beautiful it is, especially on women. Especially our fertility is very important and a very important part of our beauty and who we are. And when we cut that off, it does have a big effect. When our husbands are able to look at us and say, okay, woman, wife, and that motherhood is disconnected, it has an impact on that couple. So I'll make another video next time about that. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear them or comments. It's info@familynfp.com. You can go to my website, www.familynfp.com, that natural family planning, nfp.com.